Okay, so this is the boat in question. It's a Sea-Doo, a 2008 GTI Sea-Doo. As you can see, the hull is white, and the other one is the Honda Aquatrax, is black. So let's get under the boat and check out the damage. Alright, so we are underneath the boat right now. There's the trailer. Down there is the jet pump. Up here is the forward half of the boat. And right here is our damage. And it's actually, the zoom isn't very well, but it's actually down to the fiberglass. So we'll be replacing or fixing this scratch, and this scratch. And on the black boat over there, there's some surface scratches, but nothing major. And this could be caused by a couple things. It could be running into the boat ramp on your approach, hitting rocks, logs, or something on the lake. It's really all dependent on your riding. So that's what we have to fix. As you can see, it's a little better there. Alright, so let's go back inside and I will explain how to mix up your reagents. Okay, so here we are back inside. So now what we want to do is we want to mix the pigment to the gel paste. It's not really gel coat yet, we haven't added the hardener. So you want to mix enough gel paste to do whatever you want to do. You need to mix it all at the same time. You need to mix your gel coat with your pigment in a 20-to-1 ratio. So 1 part pigment to 20 parts gel paste. And you can do that. I'm going to do it on this bottom half of a plastic lid. You can do it on anything really, but after this is the part with the hardener. So what we do with the hardener, after we have mixed the pigmented paste, we'll transfer the paste from the plastic directly onto the cardboard, making a slight well. We'll add the hardener, 6 to 8 drops of hardener per teaspoon of paste. And you need to mix that thoroughly, and once you do, that will give you approximately 15 minutes of working time at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And once you do that, you want to apply what is now the new gel coat. You want to apply that to the underside or wherever you need to of your vessel with either a wooden spatula or plastic spatula. You want to try to not get any in the surrounding area. It's just going to make more work for you when you have to sand it. And for that, for more an increase in smoothness, you want to use that plastic cover I showed you. This kit actually has a pretty short curing time. After I apply that plastic paste, plastic film over top of my gel coat, I have to wait 2 hours. And after that 2 hours, I remove the plastic. It depends on your damage, but deep damage might take more than one application. And for a quality repair job, you're going to want to sand that area with that 600 grip sandpaper, and you're going to want to get it wet also. After that time period, you can buff it out with a nice rubbing compound and go ahead and give it a good wax. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mix the gel paste. So that's what it looks like. This looks like a big old glob of Vaseline, and it smells really bad, so make sure you're in a well ventilated area. I'm going to mix it real good, just for any of things that they've settled over the period of shipping, and oh man does it stink. So that's about a teaspoon, and like I said, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons, so that's about another teaspoon. Okay, so now my gel paste is there. Make sure you cover it up. And like I said, I'm doing the white boat first. So we find our white pigment, pop it out. So we have our gel paste down. We have our pigment. Open up your pigment. Happens to be white, pretty easy. And about a 20-to-1 ratio. So you really don't need a lot of pigment. And roll it right into the center of your gel paste. You might want to work it back and forth a little bit. And you can always add more pigment, but don't go too heavy on it. Alright, so now would be the time to refer to your color chart if you're using anything other than obviously the colors here. This has a consistency of toothpaste right now, and that's pretty good. So you can either mix it, continue on here, or you can transfer the cardboard. In this case, I'm going to use this plastic lid just because it's easier. Make a little well, and grab your hardener, or your catalyst, or whatever you want to call it, and per the instructions of your specific kit, this one actually says use 6 to 8 drops of hardener per teaspoon of mix, per teaspoon of paste, I'm sorry, and it'll get about 15 minutes of working time. So that's what I'll do. I'll actually add 12 to 16 drops. So we'll go on a little bit of a liberal side because you don't want it being too soft. So I'll actually go probably to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. So that's our hardener in there now. This is the point where you have to work, not quick, but diligently. You gotta mix this very good, because this is what will give you the bond you need for your gel coat. And if this isn't mixed good enough, you're not going to get a good bond, and it will be strictly mechanical instead of a good chemical bond. So make sure you mix it real good, and per your instructions, it'll probably tell you what the life of this mix will be. For this one, it will be about 15 minutes. And that should be just enough time to get it on and get it applied and get it covered with that plastic. Alright, so let's go outside, put this into the cracks and seal it up for 2 hours. Alright.